In 1324, a king from the heart of Africa set out on a journey that would astonish the world. His entourage was so grand, his generosity so immense that entire economies were shaken, and his name became synonymous with unimaginable wealth. This king was Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire, a man whose riches were so vast that they still echo through history today. Mansa Musa was born in 1280, and he was part of the Keita dynasty, a lineage that had ruled the Mali Empire for generations. His birth name was Musa Keita, and he would later become known as Mansa Musa after ascending to the throne. The title Mansa means king or emperor, and it was a fitting title for a ruler who would go on to achieve unprecedented wealth and power. Mansa Musa's ascent to the throne was not straightforward. He was appointed deputy to the then ruler, Mansa Abu Bakr II, who was obsessed with exploring the Atlantic Ocean. Abu Bakr II embarked on an ambitious but ultimately doomed expedition to discover what lay beyond the horizon, leaving Musa as the acting ruler. When Abu Bakr II did not return, Musa was crowned as the new Mansa of Mali in 1312. The empire at the time was one of the largest and wealthiest empires in the world, spanning over 1,200 miles from the Atlantic Ocean into the heart of the Sahara Desert. It encompassed present-day Senegal, southern Mauritania, Mali, northern Burkina Faso, western Niger, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, the Ivory Coast, and northern Ghana. This vast territory was rich in resources and strategically positioned along the trans-Saharan trade roads, which were vital for commerce and cultural exchange. Mansa Musa's rise to power marked the beginning of a golden era for the Mali Empire. Under his leadership, the empire expanded its borders through both military conquests and diplomatic marriages. He successfully brought more regions under Mali's control, further increasing the empire's wealth and influence. Musa was not just a conqueror, but also a skilled diplomat and administrator. He maintained stability and order within the empire by appointing loyal governors to oversee various regions, ensuring that his vast domain was effectively managed. Mansa Musa was also deeply religious, and his faith played a crucial role in his rule. A devout Muslim, he built numerous mosques and supported Islamic education and culture. His reign saw the flourishing of Islamic scholarship and the establishment of renowned centers of learning, such as the University of Sankore in Timbuktu. This commitment to Islam would later be showcased in his famous pilgrimage to Mecca, which we will explore in detail in the video. The story of Mansa Musa's early reign is one of strategic expansion, economic prosperity, and religious devotion. His ability to manage and grow an already wealthy empire set the stage for his legacy as the wealthiest man in history. But it was his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca that truly cemented his place in the annals of history, a journey that not only demonstrated his immense wealth, but also his influence and generosity on a global scale. The wealth of Mansa Musa and the Mali Empire was primarily derived from its abundant natural resources and strategic position in the trans-Saharan trade network. Mali's prosperity was largely built on three main pillars: gold, salt, and agriculture. Firstly, Mali was incredibly rich in gold. During Mansa Musa's reign, it is estimated that the Mali Empire produced nearly half of the world's gold supply. Gold was mined extensively in the regions of Bambouk, Bor, and Galam, which lay within the empire's borders. The gold mines were meticulously managed, ensuring a steady flow of gold to fuel the empire's wealth. Miners, often working under the supervision of the emperor's officials, extracted vast quantities of gold, which were then traded across Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Secondly, the empire's wealth was bolstered by its vast salt mines in Tagaza and Taudini. Salt was a highly valuable commodity in the medieval world, essential for preserving food and maintaining health. Salt mining was a labor-intensive process, but the demand for this white gold was so high that it proved extremely profitable. Caravans laden with slabs of salt traveled across the Sahara Desert to trading hubs where salt could be exchanged for gold and other goods. The Trans-Saharan trade routes were the arteries of Mali economy, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas between West Africa, North Africa, and beyond. These roads connected Mali to major trading centers such as Cairo, Tunis, and Marrakesh, integrating the empire into a vast commercial network. Merchants traveled in large caravans, often consisting of hundreds of camels, to navigate the treacherous desert terrain. These caravans carried gold, salt, ivory, cola nuts, and slaves, making Mali a key player in the global economy of the medieval period. Mansa Musa's administration took great care to protect and promote trade. He established safe passage for traders by stationing military outposts along the trade routes and offering protection from bandits and hostile tribes. By ensuring the security of these routes, Mansa Musa not only facilitated commerce but also attracted merchants from distant lands eager to engage in the lucrative trade of West Africa. In addition to gold and salt, Mali's agricultural sector played a significant role in sustaining the empire's economy. The fertile lands along the Niger River were ideal for farming, producing abundant crops such as millet, sorghum, rice, and beans. These crops fed the population and generated surplus produce that could be traded. The Niger River also supported fishing, providing another vital food source and economic activity. Mansa Musa implemented advanced agricultural techniques and irrigation systems to maximize productivity. The empire's granaries were well stocked, ensuring food security even in times of drought. This agricultural surplus not only supported a growing population, but also allowed the empire to engage in extensive trade with neighboring regions. The wealth generated from these diverse sources enabled Mansa Musa to embark on his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, further showcasing the vast riches of the Mali Empire. His journey would leave an indelible mark on the world, demonstrating the immense power and prosperity of his reign. In 1324, Mansa Musa undertook the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, which was not only a spiritual journey but also a grand display of his immense wealth and the glory of the Mali Empire. This journey, which spanned thousands of miles, was meticulously planned and executed, becoming one of the most legendary pilgrimages in history. The scale of Mansa Musa's caravans was astonishing. Contemporary accounts describe it as a vast entourage including tens of thousands of soldiers, attendants, merchants, and slaves. Some reports suggest that his caravans included as many as 60,000 men. This included 12,000 slaves, who were each carried 4 pounds of gold bars and wore fine Persian silk. Additionally, there were 100 camels, each carrying up to 300 pounds of gold dust. The sheer volume of gold that Musa brought with him was unprecedented and highlighted the extraordinary wealth of the Mali Empire. As Mansa Musa traveled through the Sahara Desert and into Egypt, his procession was a spectacle to behold. Everywhere he went, he distributed gold generously. In Cairo, he is said to have given away so much gold that it caused a significant devaluation of the metal, leading to inflation that took years for the city to recover from. Musa's generosity was not limited to gold. He also lavished gifts upon local dignitaries and the poor, ensuring that his name and the wealth of Mali were remembered long after his departure. One of the most significant stops on his journey was in Cairo, where he met with the Sultan of Egypt, Al-Nasir Muhammad. The meeting between the two rulers was a diplomatic triumph for Mansa Musa. It allowed him to establish important political and economic ties with Egypt, further integrating Mali into the Islamic world. The stories of Musa's wealth and generosity spread far and wide, reaching the courts of Europe and Asia. The pilgrimage was not just about showcasing wealth, it was also a profound expression of Mansa Musa's faith. His devout Islamic beliefs were evident in his actions. During his journey, he built mosques and funded religious schools. He brought with him scholars, architects, and religious leaders who would later contribute to the cultural and educational development of Mali. One of the most notable figures he encountered was the Andalusian poet and architect Abu Ishaq al-Sahili, who accompanied him back to Mali and played a key role in the construction of some of the empire's most iconic buildings, including the famous Djinguerbir Mosque in Timbuktu. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca left an indelible mark on the Islamic world. It demonstrated the wealth and power of the Mali Empire, fostering greater respect and recognition for West Africa. The journey also solidified Mali's place in the global trade network and the Islamic community. The gold he distributed not only showcased his wealth, but also helped to establish Mali as a crucial hub in the global economy. Upon his return to Mali, Mansa Musa continued to invest in his empire. The scholars and architects he brought back from his pilgrimage helped to transform cities like Timbuktu and Gao into centers of learning and culture. Timbuktu in particular became renowned for its universities and libraries, attracting scholars from all over the world. The pilgrimage to Mecca was a pivotal moment in Mansa Musa's reign. It was a testament to his immense wealth, his devotion to Islam, and his vision for Mali. This journey not only elevated his status as the wealthiest man in history, but also had lasting impacts on the Mali Empire and the wider world. Mansa Musa's reign had a profound impact on Mali, shaping the empire into a beacon of wealth, learning, and culture. His influence extended far beyond the borders of Mali, affecting the entire Islamic world and even reaching into Europe. Upon returning from his pilgrimage, Mansa Musa was determined to elevate Mali to new heights. One of his key initiatives was the development of Timbuktu. This city, strategically located near the Niger River, became a vital center of trade, culture, and education under Mansa Musa's patronage. He commissioned the construction of grand mosques, madrasas, and libraries, transforming Timbuktu into one of the most important intellectual hubs of the medieval world. The most notable of these constructions was the Jinguber Mosque, built by the renowned architect Abu Ishaq al-Sahili, whom Mansa Musa had met during his pilgrimage. This architectural marvel not only served as a place of worship, but also as a center for learning. It attracted scholars, poets, and theologians from across the Islamic world. The mosque, with its distinctive Sudano-Sahelian architecture, still stands today as a testament to Mansa Musa's vision and investment in education and culture. Under Mansa Musa's rule, Timbuktu housed one of the largest libraries in the world at the time, containing thousands of manuscripts. These texts covered a wide range of subjects, including astronomy, medicine, law, and history. Scholars from as far as Persia and Egypt traveled to study and teach at the University of Sankor, another of Mansa Musa's contributions. This institution became renowned for its rigorous academic programs and produced some of the era's most influential thinkers. Mansa Musa's investments extended beyond education and architecture. He also focused on improving the infrastructure of the Mali Empire. He developed roads and built bridges to facilitate trade and movement across the vast empire. These improvements not only enhanced internal trade, but also solidified Mali's position in the trans-Saharan trade network. The empire's wealth continued to grow as goods like gold, salt, and ivory flowed through its borders. The economic policies Mansa Musa implemented had far-reaching effects. By standardizing weights and measures, and introducing a stable currency system, he ensured fair and efficient trade practices. His policies attracted merchants from various regions eager to trade within the prosperous and well-regulated markets of Mali. Mansa Musa's diplomatic efforts also played a significant role in Mali's prominence. His pilgrimage to Mecca and the relationships he built with other Islamic leaders fostered strong political and economic alliances. These alliances helped protect Mali's trade interests and promoted the exchange of knowledge and culture. The impact of Mansa Musa's reign was not limited to Mali and the Islamic world. His legendary wealth and the stories of his generosity reached Europe, where they were recorded by chroniclers and map makers. The Catalan Atlas of 1375, one of the most important medieval maps of the world, features an illustration of Mansa Musa holding a gold nugget, symbolizing his immense wealth. This image helped shape European perceptions of Africa as a land of vast riches. Mansa Musa's legacy continued to influence Mali long after his death. The structures he built, the institutions he established, and the policies he implemented laid the foundation for continued prosperity. His emphasis on education and culture ensured that Mali remained a center of learning and intellectual activity for centuries. Moreover, Mansa Musa's reign is a powerful reminder of the rich and complex history of Africa. It challenges the often narrow and biased narratives that have historically dominated perceptions of the continent. His story highlights the achievements of African civilizations and their significant contributions to global history. Mansa Musa's legacy extends far beyond his immense wealth and the grandeur of his reign. His impact on the Mali Empire, the Islamic world, and global history is profound and multifaceted, influencing areas such as education, architecture, culture, and international relations. One of Mansa Musa's most enduring legacies is his contribution to education and scholarship. By transforming Timbuktu into a major center of learning, he ensured that knowledge and culture flourished in West Africa. The University of Sankore, with its extensive library and renowned scholars, became a beacon of intellectual activity. This focus on education laid the groundwork for an era of enlightenment in Mali, fostering advancements in various fields of study and attracting scholars from across the Islamic world. The architectural advancements made during Mansa Musa's reign also left a lasting mark. The Gingerbread Mosque and other structures built under his patronage are not only architectural marvels but also symbols of the empire's prosperity and devotion to Islam. These buildings, characterized by their unique Sudano-Sahulian style, have stood the test of time and remain important cultural and religious landmarks. Culturally, Mansa Musa's reign brought about a renaissance in Mali. The influx of scholars, poets, and artists from different parts of the Islamic world enriched the cultural tapestry of the empire. This cultural exchange led to a fusion of ideas and traditions, which is evident in the art, music, and literature of the period. Mansa Musa's support for the arts and education created an environment where creativity and intellectual pursuits could thrive. His impact on global trade and economics was equally significant. His control over the gold and salt trade routes ensured that Mali played a crucial role in the Trans-Saharan trade network. By standardizing trade practices and establishing a stable currency, he created a thriving economy that attracted merchants from far and wide. The stories of his immense wealth and generosity during his pilgrimage to Mecca spread across continents, putting Mali on the map as a powerful and prosperous empire. Politically, Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca established important diplomatic ties with other Islamic states. These relationships not only enhanced Mali's influence, but also integrated the empire more deeply into the Islamic world. His interactions with other leaders fostered a sense of unity and cooperation, which benefited the Mali in the terms of both trade and cultural exchange. His legacy also serves as a powerful reminder of Africa's rich history and its contributions to global civilization. His story challenges the often one-dimensional narratives that have historically dominated perceptions of Africa. By highlighting the achievements of the Mali Empire, Mansa Musa's reign underscores the continent's historical significance and the sophistication of its civilizations. Reflecting on his life and achievements offers valuable lessons on leadership, generosity, and the importance of education and cultural exchange. His reign exemplifies how wealth and power can be used to foster prosperity, intellectual growth, and cultural enrichment. Mansa Musa's vision and actions transformed the Mali Empire and left an indelible mark on history. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.